I'll give you responses from the company, and also we're going to talk about your knowledge in artificial intelligence. Okay, I'm just going to get that mic. So like I said, feel comfortable, okay? Feel very comfortable, you can relax. I think the AC is very nice and it's blowing you. I mean, outside is hot, by the way. Alright. So, we're going to take some questions about artificial intelligence. Or, rather, I just want to know what you think about artificial intelligence. Now, my assistant's going to give the mic to everybody, and she's just going to have to say something. So, if you're not smiling, you're a candidate for the mic. Also, we have our phones. I would love you to share the conference on your social media. I'd love you to post it everywhere. That you're having a wonderful time. Are you not having a wonderful time? Yeah. Thank you very much. So, Sam, just tell us your name, where you're from, what you do, and just give us a 30-second talk on artificial intelligence, please. All right. All right, please just tell us your name.
My name is Happy Jabu.
Can you put your hands together for Happy?
I'm the CEO of Simplified Group of Companies.
Sorry, can't hear, sir.
I'm the CEO of Simplified Group of Companies.
Okay.
We use AI to simplify learning experience for students. Yeah. So, talking about what AI is, in simple things, AI is simply an augmentator of intelligence. Which means it provides the facts, it automates all the hard process, and gives the human the freedom to do the hard job, which is thinking.
That's wonderful. Please let's put our hands together. Very brilliant. That's very brilliant. We can give the mic to someone else. There's a man behind you who's raising his hands. Let's tell us your name, where you're from, and what AI is to you. Now, one of the reasons why we are doing this is because I want you to see that, everyone here, many people here have knowledge about artificial intelligence. And not just that, sorry, just a second. And not just that, you can also learn one or two things from them. So please, sir. All right.
Good morning. My name is George. I'm a researcher and data analyst.
I put our hands together for George.
Technology has supported me immensely. So this is what I have to say about it. It's actually the assimilation of human intelligence into machines to help you to solve problems. I do tell people the hardest things before has become the simplest now as a result of artificial intelligence. As a matter of fact, there is no single day that I don't use AI. Sometimes I can be in class teaching and got stuck, you can get stuck immediately. I use the AI, either the one on the web or through the one that is connected to WhatsApp. And the whole lot of things. So I use it on there. I even use it for my data analysis.
Wow.
I use it for my data analysis.
I could ask you that question.
So use it for research writing. I do a lot. I have made $1 million plus with AI.
Alright. Thank you. That's amazing. Simplifies things with artificial intelligence and has made a lot of money with artificial intelligence. Okay, so right now I need the audience's participation in this because we're going to be welcoming certain distinguished members and guests in our midst, all right? So as they come in, we're going to be welcoming them. Now, I need you to put your hands together for these persons, okay? So, here's the thing. Without people like this in security, the country will be a hellhouse. Without the police, without the security personnel, without law and order, the country will be in chaos. And we all know what happens in chaos, right? So, I want us to put our hands together, welcoming the Assistant Commissioner of Police. Come on, put your hands together. You can do better than that. Thank you, sir, for your exemplary service to Nigeria.
Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, I need to introduce myself. I'm ACP Victor Perevoa. I'm Assistant Commissioner of Police. I'm here on behalf of the Assistant Inspector General of Police to fight command in the city. He's supposed to have been here, but he couldn't make it because of other official engagements. So I'm here to deliver his lecture. I will be very brief and straight to the point.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. We are here to discuss artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI. What it does. First and foremost, we need to know what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence refers to stimulation of human intelligence in machine that are programmed to think and learn like humans. AI can be used in various applications, such as speech recognition, decision making, problem solving, and language translation. AI system analyze large volume of data. In the process, it identifies patterns and make predictions, leading to advancement in industry like healthcare, finance, education, and more. What are the challenges that one will face, or an organization when you want to employ artificial intelligence? What are those challenges that you encounter? The first one is inadequate infrastructure. The lack of reliable internet access, electricity, computing infrastructure poses significant challenges to AI deployment. All AI technology requires robust infrastructure to function effectively, and the inconsistent power supply and internet connectivity can hinder AI system performance. The second challenge what we face is a limited skilled workforce. There is shortage of skilled professionals with expertise in AI and related fields. This limits the ability to develop, deploy, and maintain an AI system. The third challenge is ethical and cultural consideration. The adoption of AI technology may face resistance due to ethical concern, cultural belief, and fear of job displacement. People may worry of AI replacing human jobs or may not fully understand the benefit of AI. The fourth is regulatory and policy barrier. The absence of clear regulation and policy governing AI deployment can create uncertainty and hinder innovation. Without a legal framework, the issues like data privacy, security, and accountability may arise. The fifth, but not the least, is access to data. AI systems require large data set to function effectively, but access to relevant and quality data in Edo State may limit due to privacy concern, data ownership issue, and lack of cooperation. Now, what are the suggestions? One, invest in improving infrastructure by collaborating with government, private sector stakeholders to enhance internet connectivity and ensure stable electricity supply. Initiatives like rural electrification and broadband expansion program can also help to bridge the infrastructure gap. 2. Promote education and training in AI by partnering with university, technical schools, and online platform to offer AI courses and certification. Encouraging internship and collaboration with AI companies can also help to build a local talent pool. The third suggestion is conduct awareness campaign and educational program to inform the public about the benefits and limitations of AI. Engage with community leaders and stakeholders to address ethical concerns and ensure AI adoption is aligned with local issues, local value and needs. The fourth suggestion is advocate for the development of AI specific regulation and policy at both the state and national level. Establish regulatory bodies to oversee AI deployment and ensure compliance with ethical standards and data protection law. Finally, encourage data sharing partnership with the public and private sector while ensuring that data privacy and security. Promote and create open data platform to facilitate AI development. In conclusion, to successfully deploy AI technology in Edo State, it is essential to address this inherited obstacle through a combination of infrastructural development, education, training, public awareness, regulatory framework, and data accessibility. By overcoming these challenges, AI can significantly contribute to the state economic growth and social development. Thank you very much.
Come on, let's put our hands together for him.
Question? No question. No question. I will make the paper available through the. I will send it through his either his WhatsApp number or you can get me through my email. Right. I will give you my email so that I will send it to you. Thank you very much. Let me give you my number. Let me give you my number. Yes. What to at least? Police is your friend. Yes. 080 335 44926. I take it again. 080 335 44926. Thank you very much. And God bless you.
Come on, let's put our hands together.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we can do better than that. If you're excited to be at the conference of artificial intelligence technology, go on in everywhere. That's right. And of course, he gave his contact. Don't look for trouble. If you look for trouble, the police is not your friend. And I think the reason why he gave his contact is that you can have a good relationship with the police moving forward. So I'm sure that you will do justice to that. Now, while he was speaking, a very important person he walked in, he is the a very important person walked in. He is the Oga Patapata of Science and Technology in Edo State Award. Innovation General, Science General, Technology General, under the administration of His Excellency Godwin Obaseki. Politicians eventually get into government positions, so we cannot take politics from governance. And this is a very, very tight political season, being that the Edo State elections will be coming up very soon. His schedules are very tight. He has been traveling, in fact, living here, he'll be traveling too. But he made out time to be here. Other persons will accept the representation, which he has a liberty to do. But because of his passion for young people, because of his passion for technology development in the state, because of his passion to see you grow, to see you become who he is today, a person of his schedule, he has made it here today. Ladies and gentlemen, with a clapping ovation, with a standing ovation, please join me as we welcome, of course, very seated on the high table, the Honorary Commissioner for Science, Technology, and Digital Development, Honorable Okoite Ifeanyi. So right away we want him to. So before he comes up briefly, I would be reading the citation so that we have an idea of who we're about to hear from. Are you ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Are your notes, papers ready on the decks? Yes. So give me a minute, please. Okay, we have it here. Honorable Obaide Ifalui Isibo, I guess I'm correct with the names now, was born at the Abu Teaching Hospital, Zaria, Kaduna State. He had his primary and secondary education in Benin City, Edo State, and obtained a bachelor's degree of engineering from the prestigious University of Benin, where he majored in production engineering. Can actually come out from the University of Benin. Thank you for signing the agreement. He then joined, okay, I passed that. Now, Obaide Ifalui Isibo has worked in the federal public service for almost a decade. Wow. First as a standards engineer at the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Abuja, where he was head of engineering and the lead enforcement team for 2 years to ensure that substandard goods were pushed out from the Nigerian market. In 2013, while working with the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Obaide was selected to lead a team of 10 Nigerian engineers to the International Recycling Education Center, Kanazawa, Japan, to study the automobile recycling and dismantling model adopted by the Japanese with the view of replicating same in Nigeria. He moved on to join the Nigerian Export Processing Zones Authority, Abuja, as a senior engineer, where he participated actively in the promotion of free trade zones across the country and the establishment of new special economic zone. Ogbede Ifaliu Isibo has worked in the contributed in no small means at the Boston Scientific Corporation, USA, a Fortune 500 company, where he worked as a production engineer and worked alongside a team in redesigning the Okra Pod, a medical device now used in many hospitals across the US during endoscopy procedures. Wow. Until his appointment as an honorable commissioner for digital economy, science and technology by Godwin Obaseki, he was assistant vice president at Omnicov Corporation, Atlanta, United States of America, a multi-billion-dollar company with key interests in real estate, healthcare, and entertainment. Ogbede is a Pan-Africanist, a lover and promoter of the Benin culture, a renowned writer. Several of his works bordering on African and Nigerian politics published in many journals. As a public speaker, he is very well sought after by youth organizations across Nigeria like our own. Ogbede Ifaliu Isibo has an executive MBA from the Metropolitan School of Business and Management, United Kingdom. He has completed several courses on technology law from the Law Society of Ireland. He is a fellow of the Hallmark Institute of Management and Innovation Studies and belongs to several
So long, we allow you to assume to be young this morning. We have taken the back seats in the scheme of things, and I think technology gives us that advantage to now be at the forefront of the scheme of things. And now we're talking about artificial intelligence, and when I was told that I was going to be a part of this conversation, I had to lie to my boss that I had an official engagement from a ministry this morning.
for you. Wow.
Yeah, so that I can be a part of it. So although it's not a good thing to lie, but I think I did for a good cause. So I'll be joining them on the campaign trail after this conversation. But I find value in talking to people like you, because I honestly think that you are about the most important set of people in our continent today. Africa is a beautiful continent of 54, 55 odd independent nations. The median age of the African continent is between 16 and 22. That means more than 50% of the over 1 billion people who live in Africa are young people like you. Feel to take advantage of the energy that is available in the hearts and minds of young people. And we have not also focused on quality education. Quality education in this sense is not just the education we get from the four walls of the university. That is important. But there's a whole lot more education that we need going forward to become very useful in tomorrow's world. And tomorrow's world is an AI world. And I'm so excited that now we're discussing AI. And this is remarkable because here we have, people gather young people to talk to them about not joining secret societies, how to dress well, how to communicate well. In Edo State just now, we're talking about artificial intelligence. That shows that we are not at the same level with young folks anywhere else in Nigeria. Please give yourselves a round of applause. I want to appeal, I want to especially appeal to you to take this conversation very important. Through the years, I've had to listen to different people at different times. And I can say that there are some things that I heard maybe 10, 20 years ago that have shaped my life. It wasn't what I studied or what I heard while in class, but what I heard outside of that formal education system. Some things, may not be a lot, just some few things that somebody said, and when he said it, I heard it, and I've been hearing it time and time again over the years. One of those things was said by Pastor Chris. I once attended a program where he was speaking. I don't remember many of the things that he said, but two things that he said that I have not forgotten. This must have been maybe 2006, 2005. He said, be self-sustaining, be independent. Anybody who is self-sustaining and independent is a powerful person. That person you cannot control because he's self-sustaining and he's going to change the way we live our lives. It will change the way we, prosecute education. It will change the way we deliver healthcare. It will completely revolutionize everything that man does today and in the future. So, what are the opportunities for young people in artificial intelligence? First of all, I'm a public servant and I serve the Edo people. And it is my job to head the Ministry of Digital Economy, Science and Technology. And I always have young people come to me, to have conversations surrounding technology and jobs. And I look at them in the eye and tell them the truth that there's not so many white-collar jobs out there anymore, whether in Nigeria or in America. tell you that the average American youth is not looking for what else can I do? What new skill can I have apart from college education? Because everybody has college education, right? Everybody has a BSc now. Everybody has a 2-1. In case you're thinking 2-1 is so good. It's everywhere now. Also, most people have a first class. So, it is not your BSc or your bachelor's degree that will help you. It's not your 2-1 or your first class that will help you. But what other digital skill do you have? That is what will separate you tomorrow and in the future. That is what will consecrate you when you're having interviews and you're 2,000 and the space is for 20 people. It won't be your BSc or your master's degree or even your PhD that will help you. What digital skill do you have? And these digital skills, you don't need to go to a university to have it any longer. The world is changing. AI, like I said, is the future, and that is where I think you have to focus on. Is it digital programming? Is it data analytics? Is it machine learning? Is it cloud computing? Is it cyber security? Those are the fields of study that are in high demand today across the world. I did production engineering. There's nothing wrong with engineering. But today, people are not talking about just engineering because AI is changing the way we perceive engineering. All what I could do before, the machine can do it today. So how do you find yourself, taking advantage so that you become useful to yourself and to society
The Bluetooth device
in the future?
is connected successfully.
That is where AI comes in. What have we done in Edo State? Edo State is the first and the only state today that is training public servants, but not teaching them how to dress well or come to work early or to be smiling, but teaching them artificial intelligence. Yes. 2 days ago, we organized an introductory training for blockchain technology, for tokenization of real assets and cybersecurity. This is not happening anywhere else in Nigeria. And it's because we have laid a foundation that we want to build upon, and we want you to take advantage of it. There's breaking news. Within the next 1 week, the Edo State government is launching EdoNet. EdoNet is free public Wi-Fi. Edo State will be the first and the only state. Some have tried it before but couldn't sustain it. But we are launching free public Wi-Fi in about 100 locations across the state. What's the purpose for doing that? So that you can take advantage of it. So you can become innovators, inventors, and creators. Because what most of us really need is data, right? That's what we really need. Some people are very creative. Some people want to learn, but the limitation is access to data. So if you can have free access to fast and reliable data, there's a whole lot you can do. Many will be able to create jobs by themselves, not waiting to go apply to work in a bank, counting other people's money. But right from your homes, if you have access to data, you can create jobs, right? There are all kinds of jobs today that people have to do from home. You don't have to leave your house to earn crazy money, but you need that skill. So free data gives you access to get that skill. That's number one. What have we done again, number two? We have laid 2,000 kilometers of fiber optic cables across the state. Edo State is the first and the only state to have done that. Yes. What does that mean? We are connecting, or we have have connected all the local government areas in those states to fiber connectivity. So if you go to any local government secretariat today, there's free internet Wi-Fi. We didn't also stop there. We're connecting schools and primary healthcare centers. The future is for you. I'm just telling you the infrastructure that's made available for you, how you can take advantage of artificial intelligence to prosper for tomorrow. The only way people in the generation above us can be afraid of us is when we use technology, right? In last general elections, a lot of us played a major role. Even those who couldn't vote, but they played a major role using the internet. We created a movement that the world had never seen before, using the internet. Such that the regular politicians became afraid.
The Bluetooth device
They became afraid of young people. How? Because of the internet. How? Allow me, this is not a political gathering, right? But let me just use this analogy. How Mr. Peter Obi became very popular was through the internet, right? Many of you made it happen. I was one of those who made it happen through the internet. The only way we're going to be able to afford to have a seat at the dinner table of civilization, where we have our fathers seated, is when we can show that we can bring value using technology. So what is my appeal to you this morning? In the health sector, AI is needed. Today, we do what we call telemedicine in Edo State, such that a primary healthcare center in Alfuzi, you can have maybe a child delivery that's becoming complicated, and the doctor and the nurse who's there is finding difficult. Instead of having to get an ambulance that you may not have to take the woman to a secondary health care facility or to take her to Benin, now you have internet, you can connect to a doctor in Benin and have telemedicine. So the doctor is seeing what you're doing, he's not where you are, but he's telling you what to do to save a life. That's what technology can do, is saving lives, even in the healthcare sector. So what should you do? Take advantage of that too. What opportunities are available in that sector that you can learn from? Go on the internet. YouTube now is the biggest university in the world. You can get whatever learning you want on YouTube. I do not think there's maybe a few things that are really special, but almost everything is available to do on YouTube. And now you have free internet. So what's your excuse? What's your excuse? You have no excuse to be among those that will be searching for jobs in the future. Get the knowledge. There's free courses. Who knows Coursera? There's all kinds of 10 years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't have such facilities. Now they call you guys Gen Z. And do you know, a lot of, forgive me, negativity is associated with the Gen Z. But there's a whole lot of positivity too. So my appeal to you is to focus on the positives that are associated with your generation. Your generation will shock my generation. We have been unable to shock my father's generation, but we're coming for them. We don't have that much technological knowledge, but we are pulling in one direction to shock them. But the shock should come from you. Take advantage of it. Is it in education? What can you learn today that will make you to become very vital tomorrow? Such that when people are trying to hire, they're looking for a skill that you have. Everybody today wants a data analyst. You can learn data analysis easily on the internet. You can even get certified to become a certified data analyst without going to any school. Is it not possible? Today, everyone is looking for, a cybersecurity expert. Are they teaching cybersecurity in University of Benin? But you can get the certification for cybersecurity on the internet. AI makes it easy for you. Then there's cloud computing, there's machine learning, there's product management. That's a big deal today in America because everything is a product. Even the service is a product. So people are asking, they're looking for who can help us, manage this product. A hospital, for example, they offer services. That's a product. Everyone is looking for a product manager. You have easy access to get that knowledge and also a certification today. How many of you know Edo Innovates?
Yes, sir.
Edo State is the only state in the federation that you can go to acquire digital skill for free. Absolutely free. Yes. Again, what's your excuse? If you can't do it by yourself, with your phones or laptops, you can also go somewhere where they will teach you for free. So why are you not acquiring this skill? I'm not thinking anybody here has no skill at all, because it will be a shame and an embarrassment if you are sitting down here and there's no extra skill that you have with all the opportunities available to you. So if you're part of those that are here and you're feeling embarrassed right now, it's a good thing. Stand up tomorrow and go get yourself equipped, because the knowledge you refuse today, others will take advantage today. Tomorrow, when they have become experts, you will still not be able to function there. They will separate the weeds from the seeds. There are some people who are very good in typewriting. They don't even have to look, they're just doing it. When the computer came, they felt, no, I'm not ready for all of that. They still stayed with their typewriter. A few of them translated to using the computer. Are we using typewriters today? So those who did not go above and beyond to learn how to use the computer, they lost their jobs. So people tell us today that, AI is coming to take our jobs. I argue differently. Yes, some jobs will go, but AI will also create opportunities for more jobs. And so, are you going to be on the side of those who are complaining that AI is coming to take my job? Or are you going to be on the side of those who want to equip themselves for the opportunities that will be opened up that AI will bring? There are people who are making thousands of dollars daily on their bed. It's happening in Edo State. It's happening in Nigeria. They don't have two heads. All they've done is submitted themselves to getting more skills and opportunities. I am ready and willing to take you or to call the MD of Edo Innovates, to have him to give us a schedule. When and where do we have these trainings? These several cohorts that you have, let as many people, whether you are Edo residents or you are from here, it doesn't matter. In Edo State, that doesn't matter at all. When the Edo State government is hiring, we're not looking for those who can speak Bini or Isha or no. Those who have the skill. That is what the future needs for tomorrow. So I'm willing to open that window for you. Yes. As long as you're willing to go through the trouble of getting the education. Some people start it and they fall by the wayside. But is that not how it is in every sector? Even when you're planting seeds, the Bible tells us that some fell by the wayside, right? And the birds of the air came to eat them. Don't be a part of those. Be a part of those that seeds were sowed on fertile ground and they germinated. Because if you don't take advantage of this today, you will regret tomorrow. The only way you can separate yourself tomorrow is to become self-sustaining, is to become independent. When His Excellency reached out to me about a year ago, to come and join his government. I was a very big critic of the Obaseki government, especially when he was in the APC. So when His Excellency came to me to tell me that, I want you to come and join government, in my mind, okay, I can't join your government now. I criticize you all the time on social media. But it says it's not about that, it's about the value that I think that you're going to bring into government. So you imagine a politician going to, in quotes, his critic, to say, I want you to come and join me. Forget the fact that you criticize me. I found value in the things that you say. Come and contribute to the development of society. That was remarkable for me. A politician would normally push aside those who criticize him. But my worry was that I was living in Atlanta, any serious money in US dollars. How am I going to come to Benin to come and start fighting with politicians and all those kind of things? But I didn't forget what he said. He said there's some value that you have. Come and bring that value. And I don't know how well I have done, but I think I have brought value to this government. So when my boss commends me, when he says thank you, he's saying thank you, but I'm seeing it way beyond his thank you. I'm seeing it that did I bring value? Is that why he's thanking me? If that's the reason, then I fulfilled my purpose. Every one of you has a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Can you find your purpose early enough? I don't think anyone who's 40 years and above. If you're 40 and below, this is the morning of your life. The morning. So, in life, you are just waking up. Now that you're waking up, find your purpose. Find the reason why you came and fulfill that purpose. So that in the evening of your life, you will not regret that you wasted time. Time moves very fast. For you that are ladies, don't join your life with an idiot that will destroy your future. You must be careful. Very important. A man can find his way around it, even if he marries a devil. But it is more difficult for a woman because when you say you have agreed to be someone's wife, what you have said is that I'm submitting myself to your leadership. If the man doesn't know where he's going to, he will take you in that direction because he doesn't know where he's going to. So find your purpose, find it early, and plan the trajectory of your life. Please don't forget what I'm telling you. If you forget all the things about AI, this one is very important, male and female. At the beginning of your life are your very early years, your most productive years. If you miss it now, forget about it. The tendency that you'll be able to come back to track when you're 50 is slim. Because at 50, you have enormous responsibilities to self, to family, and to society. But now that it's just you, get all the education, get all the exposure. Wherever they call for a training, go there. Even if you have to borrow money to equip your mind. That is what will separate you in the future. Not what you study. There are thousands of production engineers. But when you speak and somebody else who has the same qualification speaks, you can differentiate. This one has schooled his mind, the other one hasn't. Today, we are having to run for elections. The candidates have been speaking to the people. The people can now think which one has exposed himself, which one hasn't. That time will come in your life where you will be tested and tried to how well you have exposed yourself. You don't have to live outside of Benin. Benin now is where everybody is coming to. There are people too who come from Kaduna to come to Edo Innovates. People come from Owerri to come to Edo Innovates, but you are here. How well are you taking advantage of it? I'm not going to take so much time, I think I've spoken enough, but I want to appeal to your conscience. Do yourself a favor. Be useful to yourself first. Then become useful to your family next. Then become useful to society. It is after you have crossed those 3 Rubicons that you will now say that you have fulfilled your purpose. Where it is that people will talk about you later that that man or that woman added value to this thing. So I was telling somebody yesterday who was telling me, oh, how he doesn't like Dr. Obaseki and everything, but he said, but I like you. I said, that's what I want. You don't have to like my boss. That's between you and me. But you like me because I brought some value? You say yes. I said, that's it for me. There are some people who hate me. There's many people who hate me. Because I cause trouble a lot. I don't like peace. Yes. I like violence all the time. Especially when there's some value you have to get from it. For example, I hate oppression. I will not allow you to oppress me, no matter who it is that you are. I will not also allow you to talk down on somebody that I love. Where I'm able to speak out, since I don't have enough muscles to fight, I use my voice. I'm appealing to you too. Everybody has a voice. Use your voice, because if you don't tell them who you are, they will tell you who you're not. Yes. And if they keep saying it, to you, it drowns the you that is in you, and you now hear what they say about you. Because repetition is the law of deep and lasting impression. So the more you keep saying it, then you start believing it. Then you start becoming it. That's why they tell us to always tell our wives that we love them, even when we don't feel like it sometimes. But you just say it. It's necessary to say it. And now, we're not having to say it now to our children. My father told me he loved me at the older part of his life. Because we're not raised like that to say this kind of things to our children. But now I have 2 sons that a day cannot pass by without me telling them that. So we're raising a new generation where we see that your daddy telling you, I love you, my son, is a normal thing. Where you see confidence in your father's eyes. I always wanted to impress my father. So my father has passed, but I've always wanted to impress him for 2 reasons. One, I want him to be proud of me. I know he is. Number 2, I want to carry his name further. And I know I'm doing that. But that should not be the ultimate goal. Are you impressing yourself first? If you're impressing yourself, that's the primary thing. Other things will be secondary. So when a son sees that I'm not living my life to impress my father loves me, he's going to be proud of me. But I want to create value for myself first. In that, I will fulfill my purpose, and then my father will be proud of me. So in conclusion, take advantage of AI. AI is changing the way we interact. AI is changing the way we live. AI will change the future. I want you to be masters in the AI industry. That's my appeal to you. Thank you very much.
Let's go now. That was exhaustive, educative. How many of us learned a lot? Wrote down a lot. Thank you very much, sir. That was an exhaustive teaching. How many of us are enjoying ourselves here? We're going to call on a special guest in our midst today. Another special guest in our midst today. And he is representing the
The
CB,
Bluetooth device
Future Allegory.
configured
And
successfully.
representing him is SP Sam Kati. Can we put our hands together, please? SP Sam Kati. He is an intelligence analyst, has a PhD in AI.
Because yes, I'll get that to you. That guy is very sharp. So before, while he was speaking, we had a very wonderful personality working. He has been with us since yesterday. He came to the airport yesterday and welcomed him into the state. Very bright Nigerian who has traveled far and near outside Africa and within Africa. This with standing ovation. He's already seated at the item, but let's welcome him tonight. Join me as I welcome to the conference Dr. Ambassador Papa, CEO of Global Technologies, Global Peace Ambassador, and one of the most notable Africans around the world. A very good friend of mine, happy to have you. So while we wait for another guest, we'll be having a plenary session where he, alongside the CEO of the company and the convener, of course, the convener of this conference, will be speaking to us briefly. Then, of course, we have a refreshment, we have pictures, and every other content. Are you excited? Have you learned so much? Now, we will be having giveaway sessions. Giveaways, I love giveaways. The way the young man is active. Are you from the participant group? Yes. No wonder, I know I've been doing giveaways before now. The way you very active man. So I will be having giveaways, and the first question, or the first task rather, would be that after the conference, we'll have picture sections downstairs. We have social media placards. We have inscriptions about AI. You have to take a picture, post on social media, update your social media audience with what's happening here. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all social media. Very, very important. The reason why you should update your social media profiles because people are watching you. You never can tell who is seeing you and what opportunities are coming. Most times you have 2 likes, 3 likes, and people are trying to watch. Most persons will not even like. For the people that don't like most persons who like your post are the ones who even hate you. But the ones who don't like at all, they tell you congratulations, but they are like, you today, what's the problem? But the ones who don't like at all, actually the ones who are watching you. You understand? You never can tell what opportunities will come. My first political appointment came from social media. I can tell you that. And I was just young when I got it. So it's very, very important. Beyond the videos, please try to update people. I was at this conference, I got this knowledge, did this, and did that. It's very, very important. So you take pictures with the placards, you tell stories, quotes from each of the speakers, what you have learned, put it as a capture within Team CAIT 24. Now the CAIT stands for Conference on Artificial Intelligence Technology. 2024 was shortened as 24. So CAIT 24. And you can as well use the hashtag Elite Global AI. You can go ahead to tag me, tag the CEO. If you tag me, I can repost. I have followers on Instagram. So when I repost, then persons get to know you. So you can tag on Instagram, and you can as well tag the CEO on Instagram too, Owakomo Futanu. We also have an account on Instagram, Elite Global AI. Tag us, tag every other person in the company, we will show up to respond. So now, we have a team, a scrutiny team who will be going online to check engagement. Now we'll be selecting our winners based on different indices. I will not let you know. But posting is the first thing. You post, when you post, you check the algorithms. The winners will be selected and be reached out to. Now one of the gifts, not always in cash, want to give value to, is that you have a direct mentorship session with the Honorable Commissioner. That's a plan. As winners of the giveaway session will be selected to personally visit him at his office. They also take pictures. Many of us have some enemies that say we don't make it in life. So today I met with the Honorable Commissioner in his office. We just attended that. You allow that neighbor see that post and you met with the Honorable Commissioner. But don't go and look for trouble. Like the video I was in ad that been trending recently by InDrive. I'm going to promote the company by InDrive. The young man got Rolls Royce, and his village people thought he was the actual one. They took pots and already so you don't know how spiritual powers. Don't go and pose. They think you have made it in life. You made the commissioner. They can invoke pots and I hope we are not for, of course, they use for that. That's on a very light note. Now the second, while we wait for the final session, I'll just talk a few notes on the giveaway session. Now we'll be having airtime giveaways.
Okay, we can start. Before the airtime giveaways, we're going to have Ambassador Kamal Kuku come on to give his presentation. So, sit still. We're going to tell you a little bit about Ambassador Dr. Kamal Kuku. Can you all hear me? Ambassador Dr. Kamal Kuku began his educational journey at Government College, Lagos, in Surulere, Lagos. Kamal Taiwo Kuku, commonly known as Ambassador Kamal Kuku, is the founder and CEO of Redcam Technologies Limited. He has been recognized as a global peace ambassador and has made significant contributions in the field of technology, leadership, and international diplomacy. He holds a diploma in information technology from the University of Lagos, Nigeria, and studied computer technology at Birmingham City University, United Kingdom. He earned a bachelor's degree in microbiology from Osun State University, Nigeria, after completing the National Youth Service Corps in Niger State, Nigeria. He pursued a postgraduate diploma in management at the American University of Nigeria, Yola. He is currently pursuing a master's degree in international relations at the University of Hertfordshire, Hartsfield, United Kingdom. Can you put your hands together? Ambassador Dr. Kamal Kuku possesses a wide range of professional skills, including public speaking, digital marketing, content creation, and creative design. He is recognized for his leadership and entrepreneurship abilities, communication and interpersonal skills, teamwork, and innovative technological approach. His expertise also extends to data-driven analysis, international diplomacy, youth advocacy, and moral and religious mentorship. Kamal Kuku oversees Redcam Technologies Limited, a successful business he launched from his room, showcasing his entrepreneurial spirit. His dedication to self-improvement is evident in his language skills, having reached B1 level proficiency in both French and Arabic. Can we put your hands together for that? In 2019, he represented Nigerian youth at the International Diplomacy Forum held at the United Nations Conference Center in Bangkok, Thailand, and was a delegate at the African Students and Youth Summit in Rabat, Morocco. He's a member. Let's put that together. In 2024, Ambassador Dr. Kuku received an honorary professional fellowship doctorate degree in Science and Technology Business from the Chartered Institute of Public Resources Management and Politics, Ghana. He was also appointed as a Global Peace Ambassador by the Global Peace Chain in New York, USA, and received the ECOWAS Youth Ambassadorial Award, the Nelson Mandela Leadership Award of Excellence and Integrity, and several other prestigious honors. His commitment to community development reflected in his efforts to manage and train youths in the Surulere constituency through employability and skill acquisition programs sponsored by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development. In 2024, he facilitated digital literacy programs for youths not in employment, in education or training, and in collaboration with the Lagos State Government, the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, and Google organization. Ambassador Kamakuku has acquired various certifications, including the fundamentals of digital marketing from Google Digital Skills for Africa, a professional certificate in public speaking from Udemy, a Cisco Certified Network Associate Certificate, and project management professional credentials. Please put your hands together. He has also completed courses and programs such as the International Diplomacy Forum at the United Nations Conference Center in Thailand, the Africa Students and Youth Summit in Morocco, and with the All African Students Union, AASU, and intercultural communication and community journalism courses at RUDN University in Moscow, Russia. His professional fellowship, DRPRMP, from the Chartered Institute of Public Resource Management and Politics, Ghana, further underscores his expertise and achievements. Please stand up as we welcome him to the podium to give his speech. Please put your hands together for him.
Is on our groups.
Thank you, sir.
The slides can come over this please.
Good morning. I'll say it again. Good morning. I would like to believe that the energy in this room is 100. So I would say again, good morning. Good morning, sir. Okay, now it's more like it. All right, so I would like to start by introducing myself, but I feel really humbled that you just heard the introduction. But what I would like to state here clearly before I begin is that that introduction for me is a sign of hunger. It doesn't, I didn't feel anything when I heard all these words, to be honest with you. I only felt that drive to want to start, because I feel like I've not even started yet. And if you don't remember anything today, when I'm done, right, with this conversation we're having, because I want this to be very interactive, right? If you don't remember anything at all, remember that I said you should always stay hungry. And with that mindset, you will achieve a lot of things, but guess what? You will always have the drive to continue achieving, because you feel like you've not done anything, you've not achieved anything yet. But if you start to feel like, okay, now I have quite a number of accomplishments, that is the end. Right? And this also speaks to you on the spiritual level, and not just on the moral or mental level, on the psychological level too. It gives you that energy to look around you and say, I need to search for more problems, because my goal is to be a problem solver. All right, I prepared a slide presentation especially for you guys. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to give you a little sneak peek of my thoughts, things that go on in my head. All right. To begin, I know we're talking about, this conference is about artificial intelligence technology and how we can leverage that and be better at it. Has anyone here taken an AI course that they can boldly stand up and talk about it? Anyone? All right, my lovely brother over there, can you come forward? Just quickly, 1 minute. I want to start off with this. Now, if you can talk to me like your younger brother or younger sister, in a sentence, you don't have to go all technical, about AI, what's that one sentence that will come to your mind?
Well, I would say artificial intelligence is like I very say that it's close friend and a positive teacher.
Oh.
It's all that you can learn a lot from. Yes, it's really right.
Can you please give him a resounding round? Thank you very much. He said 2 key words. It's like, are you a mind reader? He said 2 key words. He sees artificial intelligence as a friend and a teacher. Those are the 2 words I want to keep in your minds by the time I'm done with this. That's why I said, I think this guy went, oh, okay, maybe you work with that policeman. You did some intelligence and you went through my slides, right? Now, I promise to keep this very short, even though what I have for you guys is something that could take us a whole day or even multiple days. That's to tell you how passionate I am about artificial intelligence. Who's managing the slides? Alright, so now, introduction. Anyways, you could see my logo there. I did that for, business. So you see Redcam Technologies Limited. Right. Now, this is me greeting you guys. I know there are lots of tech gurus and tech enthusiasts here. Some of you have not figured out your ways, your paths yet. But guess what? I call you gurus and I call you enthusiasts. Because you need to be a visionary person to be able to understand the beauty of AI, because this is going to change the world. I'm sure you guys know that. So let's move forward. Okay, so I just said some things that you guys read that, right? So in order not to take much of our time, all right? Now, does anyone know this guy? No, this guy. Not a lot of people know this guy. But this guy, what's the person that comes to your mind? No, movie. Thank you. Mission Impossible. Now, this guy, is this his real picture? No. Do you think? No. Yes. Well, you're wrong. This is the real picture. And the person in this picture is what? Miles Fisher. He is an impersonator of this guy. That's why he kind of looks like him. Like, that's what he does. That's his profession. He's an impersonator. Now, something is coming to change the world, which even impersonators will be shocked. And that's what this guy did. His name is Chris Omi. Chris Omi took a picture of this impersonator, and through AI technology, was able to do this. Is that smart? So, tell me, do you think this is encouraging? It's something you would encourage, or do you think this is dangerous? Next slide, we'll find out. Now, we need to address the challenges of artificial intelligence. I don't want to go into too much technical details, right? Because I know that you guys would learn that when you actually take those courses. So I'm trying to make this as, as basic as possible. Now, when you have a Nigerian uncle in your gathering, what's the person that comes to your mind? They are prone to saying the wrong things. One of the wrong things they will say to you as a lady who is probably in her final year, when are you getting married? One of the wrong things they'll say to you as a young guy, so now that you are done with NYC, have you gotten a job? So they would always come up with these things. So that's what AI is. AI can trail to the wrong direction. I want you to have that back of your mind. And that is why we say we need to first address the challenges. Now, there's a bias. And that bias is that uncle would what? Only one type of person. Right? He's going to think that that's the only type of person that exists. That's if you're trying to cook something for him and you just give him one ingredient and you're like, okay, this is what I did. And then it's like, okay, can't you do anything else? especially somebody that meets you for the first time. First impression is a lasting impression. That's why I always tell people, whenever you're going out, go all out. Whenever you're doing anything, put in your 100. You might never get that opportunity again. I came here fully prepared. I might never get the opportunity. I might not see tomorrow, but you guys would remember me because of what I did here today. So I didn't come in here feeling all big or feeling all accomplished. I came here feeling hungry to deliver something that would be long-lasting, that would linger in your minds for years to come. And you remember me as if there was this man that came to this hall so year ago, and he said this and I held on to it for years. Next slide. So I want you to understand that the challenges, can we move on? Next slide. The challenges that the world of artificial intelligence poses, they are real life challenges. There are things that we need to take cognizance of, we need to understand, and we need to identify them as we progress in technological advancement. As we advance, we need to also understand that lots of challenges come with these advancements. So if we turn a blind eye to the challenges, like my lovely brother that just addressed us, he said a lot of things that I really would have loved us to have further conversation about, but because I'm sure he didn't have enough time to stay back. You know, he said so many things that resonated with me because of what I wanted to also talk about. In fact, he has talked about a lot of things that I wouldn't even mention anymore because it would just be like I'm repeating what he said. Now, think of AI as your favorite delicacy. You know that's your favorite food, right? What do you do to that food? If you don't get the ingredients right, what happens? You mess the whole thing up. How many of you are very good cooks here? No, the guys, because the girls is obvious. Or not many of us. So AI is like you're preparing your delicacy. The ingredients you put into that delicacy, right? Those are the data. That's what this man was talking about. Now, one of the challenges we have in Nigeria is it's not about analyzing data. No, actually getting the data is a big challenge for us in Nigeria. And then when we get the data, we play politics with data a lot. And we are unable to assemble data. We also have the challenge of picking out sensitive information for penny. Little things that might not last us forever. So these are the challenges that we face, right? I'm trying to make this very, very short. This is a very beautiful slide that I prepared for you guys. So next. Now, the aim I want us to have about our minds is that it is both smart and eco-friendly, right? Like a solar-powered Okada zooming through traffic. And we're getting there gradually. We have electric cars. I want you to take note of this. Solar-powered Okada zooming through traffic. You know that's possible, right? Yes. It's one of the big things coming out. I have I partner with a company in Kenya, and they are trying to do this at the moment as we speak. So, next slide. Now, if we talk too much about the challenges, it starts looking like, okay, is AI not good anymore? Some of you will start being confused, right? Is there anyone here who's now having double thoughts? Like, okay, so what do we do? Do we pursue this or not? Do we adopt this or not? Do we learn about this or not? Is there anyone who's in between? Right? Now, let's talk about the opportunities. This will give you more reason to understand what we're into. Now, what do you think will happen in the nearest future? Anyone? I want this to be very targeted. What do you think will happen in the next future? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, where will this take us? We've seen lots of movies, right? Movies that talk about apocalypse and how civilization brings itself to destruction iRobot. You heard about that movie, Will Smith. You've seen a lot of things like that, right? Our technology went haywire and robots started to rule the world. Trust me, that's not going to happen, but there are challenges that could cause big global havoc if not controlled. Right? Next slide. We talked about the challenges. You need to know that there are opportunities. Now, how many of you eat suya very well? Yeah, I know. Now, sustainability. This key was I want you to remember that. Sustainability, versatile, right? Now, smart grids that optimize energy use. One of the opportunities of artificial intelligence is that it now helps us to manage energy. Not just to generate energy, but to manage even our conventional energy sources through means that we could never have thought of if we didn't have this much advancement in technology anyways. Now, it also helps us in predicting algorithms, right? And this helps us to forecast. They need this a lot in the resilience sector. I was at the Lagos Resilience Summit last week. This was one of the big topics we treated, and how we can, be ready whenever. How we can have what's the mechanics will call shock absorbers to prepare ourselves for climate conditions. Right? And a lot of other environmental factors that might not be easy for us to control. So it might not be easy for us to tackle when the problem hits us. One of the issues we have in Nigeria and in Africa in general, we do not put ourselves, we're not always ready for problems. We only try to solve when the problem has arrived. That is what very few of us are trying to change. I don't see myself going into politics, but if I were to, this is one of the things I'll push for. Put measures in place to prevent, not start running around to cure the problem. Why not prevent it from happening in the first place? Right? This is the solutions that artificial intelligence technology is bringing to the table. Next slide. Okay, I'll just run you through this because of time. And also in the agricultural sector, we have sensors. I said this at a conference in Kigali last month, where I was talking to them about how farmers of the 21st century can modernize, and sort of fortify their farming and make it look attractive. In this part of the climb, we make farming look like a local job. Trust me, well-accomplished corporate individuals are farmers in Western Climb. How do they do that? Because everything is automated, and they're able to move as technology advances, and they're able to leverage on all the technology they have available. And we also have this mentality of, let me see other people do it first. If it works for them, then I'll give it a try. That is a very dead mentality, and it's an African thing. That's why Africa is still where it is. Until every single one of us say, you know what, let this thing start from me. Let me be that reviver, let me be that change. Until we do that, trust me, my brothers and sisters, we will not move forward. Now, these are some of the conventional, well-known solutions artificial intelligence can give to you. Energy efficiency, customer service enhancement, agricultural improvements, improves your crops. For example, you have drones, right? You have IoT, Internet of Things. You're able to use that to manage the agricultural sector, manage your farms when you're not physically available. You're able to sprinkle. You're able to sprinkle pesticides, right? You're able to weed off, dangerous elements that could affect your plants. A lot of things in that sector. Same thing for medical sector, right? So, all right, I need to round up. Next slide. I told you I came prepared. I wanted to wow you guys the whole day. Kind of is not possible. Now, just one word about the ethics, and then we'll just go to the conclusion. Let's move on. Now, look at these two guys. If you were AI, if your AI were a movie character, would you want it to be, which of them is a hero? Left or right? Okay, which one is the villain? Okay, what does it do to the world? Even though most of their movies, the world is always portrayed as United States. So what does it do to the world? Tries to do every single time, he tries to play smart, right? He makes it look like he's a good guy, the next minute, boom. But this guy, exactly. So you determine, every single one of us, we are the determinants of what happens to AI in the nearest future, not AI itself. I want you to take that with you. Next slide. Okay, I might probably have the convener share this with you, so later you can go through them because of time. Next slide. Slide. Now, I want you to remember this. Teach your AI to be a good digital citizen. One who doesn't invade privacy or make decisions that could harm people or the planet. We are the learners. We are the ones teaching the machine to do whatever we put into it. Just like the man said, it doesn't just come up with stuff on its own. That's why robots cannot take over the world. Don't worry about those iRobot movies you watch. So it is what we impute that it gives us. So to round up, now everybody has this, saying, word or marble. Remember me for this one. AI is like a weapon. Its use solely depends on who wields it. This gentleman, the police officer, what do you know about them? What's that one thing that one item that identifies them wherever they go to? What? Someone said that, yeah? Beautiful. What's that same weapon you see with the Boko Haram and you're like, oh, I'm in trouble? Same gun. So it doesn't matter who holds it. The gun is not what kills people, like Tupac said. Guns don't kill people. Thank you very much.
Okay, to proceed with, if you have questions, you can please put them down. Or we're having a panel session afterwards with our speaker. You can ask questions. So we are at a conference on artificial intelligence technology, or rather, a conference on artificial intelligence technology put together by the Elite Global AI in partnership with the Edo State Ministry of Digital Economy, Science and Technology and John Odike Oyego Public Service Academy. Moving forward, we'll be having the keynote session from our convener. So I invite my co-host as we introduce him. Now, this man here is the reason why we are here today. He's committed to young people, is committed to the growth of artificial intelligence, not just in Edo State, Nigeria, but in Africa. He has a vision to pioneer artificial intelligence to the next stage, to the next level. And when he speaks, you see this vision, you see this passion. In all that he does, you see this passion. Please, I'll read out this citation. It's very, very popular to us. I want you to pay attention as we welcome for the next session. The person we're about to welcome is a distinguished leader and innovator with a profound impact in the fields of artificial intelligence, education, and renewable energy. He has made history as the first Nigerian, not just the first Delta, not the first person in Edo State, the first Nigerian to receive an honorary doctorate in artificial intelligence, technology, and agricultural sustainability from the Chartered Institute of Public Resources and Politics, Ghana. In peradventure 100 years history of Nigeria, nobody has achieved this feat. In his time, in his age, he did this. That is how the resounding of this. Now, this prestigious recognition highlights his groundbreaking contributions to AI and his commitment to fostering sustainable development. As the CEO and founder of Early Global AI, I don't want to say his name, but let me say it now. Efwetanu, God bless you, I know that, is at the forefront of making AI technology a powerful tool for transformation across Africa. His leadership has propelled Elite Global AI to train over 6,000 students with the ambitious vision of reaching more than 1 million young citizens by 2030. The organization focuses on enhancing professional skills and driving economic growth, particularly in undeserved communities, by developing innovative AI solutions that promote sustainable entrepreneurship and creativity. My co-hosts are notified me that fast, but this kind of person we're introducing, we don't take time, we don't rush, we take it slow and steady. Efwetanu is currently pursuing a Master Business Administration with a specialization in artificial intelligence from Nexford University, headquartered in Washington, D.C., United States of America. And a Master's of Procurement Services from the University of Benin City. Who pursues two Masters in These academic endeavors further equip him with the expertise to drive impactful change in his fields of interest. I'll leave my course to take it from here.
Through his initiative, the Elite Class, Efwetanu has provided students and youths with clarity in pursuing personal development across all fields, offering guidance on career paths and personal growth. His mentorship has led to numerous testimonials from young individuals who have secured jobs in Fortune 500 companies and achieved significant financial success. Efwetanu's efforts have helped students become high achievers and leaders in their fields. Efwetanu is also a member of the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence in New York, further affirming his dedication to advancing the field of AI. His influence extends into the renewable energy sector as the CEO of Bleeze Renewable Energy Empire Limited in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Through BRING, he has successfully provided affordable solar power to over 5,000 homes, establishing the company as a leader in renewable energy solutions. His journey from medical biochemistry to becoming a leading advocate for AI and renewable energy showcases his dedication to innovation and empowerment. Efeoitano's mentorship initiatives, such as the Elite Class, have impacted thousands of young individuals and facilitated numerous training sessions for university students, underscoring his commitment to education and professional development. Efeoitano's achievements are a testament to his visionary approach and unwavering dedication to creating positive change. By harnessing the power of AI and renewable energy, he's not only transforming industries, but also inspiring a new generation of leaders to build a brighter, more sustainable future for Africa and beyond.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, for the standing ovation and resounding applause, join the government and for us, Dr. Honorary Governor of the Secret and Artificial Intelligence in Nigeria, the CEO and founder of the People of Business Technologies, and our convener, Dr. Pastor Luapo Efeoitano.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Please can you clap for yourselves. I'm shy. When I read those things, I was wondering if I may be this. So I'm going to take time, Dr. Palmer. Thank you. Thank you so much. So guys, have you been enlightened today? Yes, sir. Okay, so we're here for one singular purpose. Thank you. I make you feel like
Honor himself.
so there one singular purpose. We all love AI. Right? We all see and understand the potential of AI, right? Yeah. And you know, one thing I want you guys to understand, which I am also in the journey of understanding, is that this technology will change the world. Literally. You know, one time we had the steam engine. It was revolutionary. It was general purpose, its application, its use. And it brought a lot of change to humanity. We had electricity. You know, we had even down to forefathers, where we had fire, and we saw the drastic changes it made to humanity. Well, guys, make no mistake about it. AI is going to be the new frontier. AI is going to change everything we do, from healthcare to education to schooling to travel, right? To even to the military and to security. AI is going to change the world as we know it. Guys, I want us to be at the forefront of that change. Come on, put your hands up. Yeah. You know, one thing we do at Elite Global is that we are trying not just to be a company that makes profits, but a company that makes people. We're trying to be a company, not just a company that wants to make money, but a company that wants to bring revolutionary and lasting change. Alright? So this is what we're going to do. Today, I want you to write down on your notepads if you have. Tell me something you think you can do with AI. Just anything at all. I know many of us are used to ChatGPT, Meta, we have it on our phones, right? Yeah. Go on, write something. Just tell me anything. You've been able to use AI to do. Probably use AI to do an assignment. Maybe you use AI to check who what every time is, or you use AI to just write something down. Now, my guess is as good as yours that there are a lot of, if I were to tell you to write 100 things AI can do, you are going to write one of that. Yeah. That's how revolutionary this technology is going to be. Okay? Now, at Elite Global AI, what we're trying to do is very, very simple. So, we want to put AI in the hands of everyone, and we want to teach everyone how to use AI to develop financial sustainability and to empower us financially. Now, guys, we have a problem in Africa. Not just Africa, we have a problem in developing countries at large. I like to call the third world countries because it's derogatory. And what's the problem? We have poverty. Poverty. And the last time I checked, I did a statistic check one time, and I found out that 65% of Nigeria's population is youthful. People below the ages of 35. Now, that was not just a staggering fact of population. 33.3% of that population is currently unemployed. Now, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, we have 33.8%. Sorry guys, sorry I'm saying too many things. We have 33.8% of people currently right now that basically live under $1 per day. There is multi-dimensional poverty as we know it. Now, if you go to the northern part of Nigeria, for example, say
states like Taraba, states like Benue, states like Kano, you have 7 out of every 10 people living below $1. You have about 5.6 or 15.5 million people that are multi-dimensionally poor. Now, you see, I'm so happy I'm there. I'm so happy I'm there that we have security. Now, I know it's funny, I know we're laughing about it, but really, when it's things we need to translate to how it affects society, it's not funny at all. Now, I know we have the security agencies here, and one of the reasons why we wanted the security experts to come here is because whether you like it or not, lack of money is connected to security. Whether you like it or not, poverty, unemployment is the reason why people right now are doing popular cybercrime, as it's called in Nigeria, Yahoo Yahoo. Yes or yes? Yes. Whether we like it or not, if you ask someone, you ask an average Nigerian, he will tell you that education is scam, school is scam. He will tell you that there is no purpose doing this. Now, I'll tell you my story. So in 2018, I was doing my Washington National Youth Service Commission, and I got to teach in school. I read medical biochemistry at bachelor's level, and I was trying to get young people like me to be inspired. I was a teacher, I was teaching in school, and I remember teaching the SS2 class one day, and we get off. So I asked them, I said, guys, what do you see yourself becoming after you graduate? Ladies and gentlemen, 60% of people in that class said Yahoo Yahoo. 60%. At that moment in time, an epiphany struck me. We are poor. I mean, I have nothing to boast about really practically as of that time. People talking to me were poor. How can I help myself? How can I help them to get out of this problem? Now, one of the Millennium Development Goals for the UN, popularly known as SDG, is first, let us address the issue of poverty. Number 4, let us address the issue of quality education. And number 10, let's see how we can bring equality to the marketplace and the workplace. Well, guys, in that particular classroom, I went pondering and thinking, what can I do to change the face, my face, first of all, as an individual financially, what can I do to change the face of young Nigerians, Africans, and people all over the world like myself? What can I do to empower ourselves, put financial tools in our hands, put quality education in our hands? Since 2018, I've been thinking, I've been developing, I've been seeking education, and here comes AI, artificial intelligence. So guys, AI is my desire. So this one happened. So I began to do research and I began to check, and I found out that artificial intelligence is not going to take the jobs of people. On the other hand, it's actually going to empower people. Now, I think it was Feli, co-founder of Stanford Institute, that said that artificial intelligence will not take your job. Rather, it will simplify and have more creativity to your job. I also believe that I think it was CEO of NVIDIA. NVIDIA is currently, I think, the world's most valuable company. That said, that AI will not take your job. It's the guy that knows how to use AI that will take your job. And so, I began to wonder. So experts are talking about AI. Everybody's talking about AI. What can I do different about the AI ecosystem? And so there goes the journey of the elite global AI. So this is what we do at the global AI. We teach young people like how to use artificial intelligence to skill up very fast and to empower financially using our multiple training programs, using our soon to be released AI tool. I'm not revealing a bit about it today because you guys are, let me tell you a secret, you guys are one of the first people in the world to experience the transformation of the elite coach AI. I'm going to be showing you right here today. So the elite coach AI, and then he also used AI to see how AI can provide extension opportunities, internship opportunities, job opportunities for young individuals like you and myself as far as the United States, as far as the United Kingdom, in Fortune 500 companies. So this is what we are doing. We're bringing the gap of education, we're empowering people financially, we're connecting them to the jobs, and we're using the power of artificial intelligence. That's what we got in the here. So, I'll take a look at this now. Let's think broadly a bit with the elite coach here. So this is what this tool does. So when you get the elite coach AI, it's going to practically skill you up. That's what it's going to do. So the elite coach AI is preparing you not just to be a skilled individual, but to be prepared for actual job opportunities. So the elite coach AI is like a job tutor, an interview tutor, an academic tutor, a guidance and counseling aid that will show you not just the ropes, but will take you through the processes, the bits, the pros and cons, to ensure that you are ready for the global landscape. Now, if you have used this tool, what this tool will do for you is that it's going to practically show you what you need to learn to get an actual job. And of course, can agree with the fact that sometimes we go to school, but many times when we get to school, it doesn't make us ready for the actual workforce. Some of us can agree with that. Is that true? Have you ever experienced? I know I experienced it. I mean, I went to school and I realized that the learning I got in school was not able to sustain what I got or what jobs needed. So what is going to do is this: they don't teach you what these jobs actually require. Okay? It's now, people talk about the fact that AI is dangerous. I love the way Dr. Kamal puts it. You know, a gun doesn't kill people. It's people that kill people. You know, the truth is this, guys. Technologies are moral. It's neither good nor evil. It is how you use technology that determines the application of it, or the use of it, or the benefit of it. So what the coach AI is going to do is that it's going to empower us. It's going to show us that, see, financial empowerment is possible. You can be in Nigeria and you are earning in US dollars. You can be in Nigeria and you get the needed qualification, the needed education to get a job in 400 to 500 companies. You can be in Nigeria and you are not disadvantaged. You can be in Africa and you are not disadvantaged. You can be in a developing country and you are not disadvantaged. You know, I'm so glad for the team at the Elite Global AI. You know, we've been able to provide currently, as of today, extension opportunities for over 500 young people. I recently went through some of our reviews and some of our testimonials from the people we train. I mean, think about Tilda from Zimbabwe, for example. Talk about the fact that how AI has been able to help her work better, become more efficient, and become more productive. I remember Morris Jaffet from Central African Republic that talks about how that any global AI is literally putting money and help in his hands. Guys, elite global AI is the future. AI is the future. You are the future. The elite coach AI is the future. So join us today and let's build a bridge to make Africa a better place, to make Nigeria a better place, to make your life a better one. And let's get rich while doing so. Thank you.
Clapping, you can still do it. Now, I'm sure that now we know what the global AI do and the plans we have for the future. So quickly we'll be having the plenary session where you ask questions to the convener and Dr. Kamal Koko. So I would like to quickly invite the moderator of the panel session, the person of Ms. Mukawe Omoro.
Thank you. Let's put our hands together for guys, this program will enlighten us. So, right now we'll be calling the speakers up for the plenary session. We're going to be asking questions. And we're going to be discussing about AI. Thank you. So I'm going to call Dr. Kamakuku to come up and the CEO of the AI of the Twitter. Clapping, please. Now we'll give opportunity to at least 2 persons to ask questions to the speakers. Thank you, Dr. Kamakuku, for joining us and speaking to us. Thank you, CEO. For enlightening us on the prospects of the global AI. So the first question, I would send it directly to Dr. Kamal Kuku, the CEO of Redcam Technologies. and we're going to be talking on the visionary insights on AI. As a visionary in the tech industry, how do you foresee AI transforming sustainable development practices, and what role do you believe it will play in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs?
Thank you very much. I believe that we have learned a lot here today so far, and what the convener has also said in his speech last few minutes, struck a chord in me. And to your question, the Sustainable Development Goals, the part of technology and the role it's going to play, it is already playing that role. You need to understand something today, and that is, we have, going back to history, right? We have about, I would say, 20 years? Yeah, as far back as 20 years ago, we had a conventional system of technology, of what we understood technology to be about 20 years ago. And we cannot say the same for today. And that's not because it just, metamorphosed over all of a sudden. No. It happened because people continue to research. So the key goal here is, as long as researchers do not stop, advancement will always, there will always be a way to pave the way for more advancement. Now that's one. Secondly, knowledge. So there's nothing you cannot achieve if you continue to upskill and continue to add more knowledge to what you have. The last guy here, I keep referring to most of the things he said because he literally picked out a lot of active things that I also wanted to share. And he talked about how God created us and then he stopped. And he gave us the enabling environment and the resources available for us to now pick it up from there and take it a step further, which is why we're here today. And so people sat down and said, for example, the United Nations, while I was there during the conference recently, they said something about how development goals are not unique to any particular region or continent in the world, right?
Yes.
So, to wrap up, what I would say and what you should take away from this is that knowledge number one, upskilling number two, the will to continue to better ourselves and better environments number three.
Thank you very much. Mr. Wafoy, wait on. I'm going to be asking a question on democratizing AI. Now, any global AI aims to democratize AI across Africa. Is that true? Can you elaborate on the specific strategies and tools your organization is using to ensure that AI is accessible and beneficial to grassroots communities, particularly in regions with limited digital infrastructure?
Okay, so I want to say something before I talk about that. There's this mindset we have about tech, and everything tech is complex. Everything tech is, if I don't have programming knowledge or I don't have the technical knowledge, then maybe AI is not for me. Well, the truth is this, guys, AI is, think AI, think everything. Alright? There are different things in AI. For example, you can be an AI consultant, you can be an AI influencer, you can be an AI writer, and many of these fields don't need to be so technical to get into those fields. Okay? So if you're a writer, if you are even into social media management, there's a place for you to do AI. So, down to your question, what any global AI seeks to do is about trying to show the broad range applications of AI. And one of the ways we're doing this is through our education program. So like Dr. Kama said, you need to upskill, you need to learn, you need to get into the conversation. Alright? And I believe that's what everybody here should do. So for example, what is generative AI? Everybody should know that, right? We know our conversational interfaces like ChatGPT, there's this one on WhatsApp, right? Exactly. All right, and this is, so guys, let's get involved in these things, okay? You don't need to be so technical. You don't have to go so technical, so that's what we're trying to do. So make it less technical, and everybody will use it.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together. Dr. Kamal, you know, when you presented your slides, I was particularly interested when you spoke about ethics. So I crafted out a question for you concerning ethics or responsible AI. Now I'm aware that you've made significant contributions to technology, accessibility, and business management. So I want to know, because I really want to pick your brain when it comes to ethical considerations. So please, how would you address the ethical challenges of AI implementation in developing countries, such as ensuring fairness, inclusivity, and accountability, while balancing innovation with the protection of individual rights and cultural diversity? So I really want to know how you will address this issue, sir.
So I'll just narrow this down to 5 tips, right? Number 1, know your craft. So I'll be coming from the angle of a novice, one who wants to get into the ocean of artificial intelligence and doesn't want to be carried away. I'm coming from that angle to answer your question. Number 1, know your craft, meaning that you're on that ocean or in that river with a ship, something that would propel you from point A to point B. You're in a carrier and you know that you have a destination to get to.
Okay.
That's what it means to know your craft and hold it dearly, right, and adhere strictly to it. Number 2, do not allow noise, or what I would call environmental factors, to derail you. That has happened to a lot of young tech guys in the US. I met one personally, and now he's being investigated because he's one of those that took deep fake to a very, very high level. You guys know deep fake?
Yes.
Where you, I don't want to talk too much about it, but then something like that is fun to some people. But we need to know that there always has to be a line. And when you are going overboard, then it becomes a problem. It's been investigated because he tried this with a celebrity and he tried to put out a content that was against that celebrity's ethics. Now he's going to get himself in trouble for that. Number 3, when you are strictly adhering to the rules, right? Every single entity has ethics around it. Whether our religious connotations, whether political, right? Now the ethics around it tells you that there are certain things that are don'ts. So when you do those don'ts, you're crossing the line. So sticking strictly to it, and then when you are done with that, you try to get as much collaboration and support as possible. No man is an island. You cannot survive alone. And if we're being strict about the AI ocean, I call it ocean because of how deep it is, right? Doctor just said something now about so many career paths that you can even venture into within the AI space. Not to now talk of the tech space, which is even way wider, right? I'm also into cybersecurity, and when I got into it, I realized that there are so many areas in it that are even way more technical than I can even imagine. Because I didn't start my career with IT. To shock you that my first degree was in microbiology. So you see that transition, right? So the last point to wrap up is always have somebody you run back to. Have a mentor. Have someone that will advise, that will teach you, okay, this is how we do it. So whenever you're crossing the line, when we're having a problem, whether it is about your skills, whether it's about the real life, whether it's about transitioning to another profession, you always run back to those. And don't be afraid to have multiple mentors. It's not prostitution where you say you stick to one, or cheating where you say you stick to one partner. You can have multiple mentors. That guy is laughing. I understand. All right, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together. I hope we're all learning. I hope we're all learning. Now, if you have a question to ask, so we can round this up, I just want you to stand at this corner. Just 2 persons, please. Just have a question, just stand so that we can take your question. So, just a final question to you, sir. You spoke on AI for economic growth, and that's one of the frontiers of the elite global AI. So, I want to know, sir, as well as everybody here, how does the elite global AI plan to leverage AI to drive economic growth and financial inclusion in developing countries? What role do you see AI playing in overcoming the economic challenges faced by these regions?
The first thing I think AI will do is AI will give, especially people in developing countries, an advantage. But there's a great divide to cross. Okay? It will bring in a lot of equality, to bring in a lot of human capital development. In fact, I feel that's what there's something called AI infusion, where what organizations are already doing, where they see how AI can help marketers, AI can help the sales team, AI can help those that are even the copywriters, and practically all throughout the organogram of that organization. So this one is okay. We need to start talking about the fact that AI can be used responsibly.
Yes.
AI can be diversified. Okay? AI can help. For example, I was in a conference in Lagos University, and the conversation was around the fact that students use AI to cheat. And one of the speakers there, Todd Barnes, Vice Chancellor of Lagos, I believe, said that, listen, even if AI can be used for that, AI can also be used to save time. AI can be used to guide students' assessments. So I believe that that's what the elite global AI is positioned to do. Let's show people how to use AI.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, I believe we have some questions now. Okay, 3 questions. All right.
Just have 1 minute for the question.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so in an ocean of all this AI-driven work, like we have data analysis, we have cybersecurity, and all. Somebody like us, people like we, staying in a country like Nigeria, I want to know, because it's hitting my mind from different angles, because it seems like it's only out there you get jobs. After you get the skill and everything, it's only out there. Is there no job, like, must it be out there, like outside the country, before you can get a good paid job in AI? No, I'm directing the question to both of them.
I think that's to control.
Well, no. Right? You can always get jobs here, and what I would say is that there's information gap and intelligence gap. That's one of the things we're suffering from. You know, there are lots of remote jobs within Nigeria that so many people don't even know about. Right? Now, any AI, a lot of people, when I was talking to them about this conference, were like, okay, what's it about? Even after sending, all the flyers and everything, so many people were still confused, like, I've never heard of it. So information doesn't spread across some things, challenges that we face. So yes, there are so many of them. But because you've not been able to come across these information, you might think that they don't have. You know? So, how best do you want that, do you want to utilize that skill that you have? The hunger in you would push you to actually find that job. Trust me, if you do that work, do that research, it will come. I did that and it worked for me.
Let me just add to that. We're currently recruiting the elite people here, so their jobs. It's me after. You will even get to after this conference.
And to add to that, depends on the skills you have. Red Cap Technologies is very critical too.
Thank you very much for organizing this conference. It's really my look up for me. My name is Aritificial, and my question is how dilution of skills and information would now be addressed with such tools. So see now anyone can become a content writer, become a data analyst, just by getting to take the course or getting to utilize AI tools. Where's the fine line between expertise, since you actually understand and the creativity behind these things, and being able to now just do tasks just because they have AI job? So that's the first question. The second would be, excuse me.
Thank you.
So I'll just go to that.
Okay, when it comes to job dilution, like you said, skill dilution, let me look at Kamal's words, evolution. It's true you can be good at things, but I don't have the black word that said, once you do this thing 10,000 times, then you cannot yet become a master of it. Because Kamal mentioned something about the law of repetition. Alright, so it is, guys, as much as there are a lot of things you can become, alright, you have to gain mastery. Alright, mastery is what companies are looking for. Mastery is what professionals are looking for. So this is what I advise young people like yourself. Before you want to dilute, ensure you are concentrated first. Alright, so that's.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sirs. Thank you very much, Dr. Kamal. Thank you very much, Dr. Wapo. I hope I got that right. This has been an amazing experience. Okay, so I have a question. It's one I've had for quite a while. It's about the whole idea of AI being bias-free. So, with every new technology that comes out, we always have foreigners, the people that are leading the charge. And currently, in the AI space, it's looking like OpenAI, Gemini are currently taking that position. And most other AI platforms are usually built on these foundational LLM models. So my question is, if we need data, and we need bias-free data to have a bias-free AI, knowing that creating LLMs costs quite a bit and takes very, very intense technical skills that is in short demand right now, is it possible to have bias-free AI? And if it is possible, what would it cost? Because after a couple of years, the rest of us will be playing catch-up. You know, like how Google is and social media and all. So is it possible to have bias-free AI, and what would it cost? Thank you, sir.
So globally, we're at a crossroad. And as a global peace ambassador, I can tell you this for free, that a lot of politics is being played around the whole thing at the moment, right? You know what Microsoft is trying to do, you know, with the co-pilot thing? They're trying to shut out every single means of Google interference on their products, on their services. So, bias is a word. If you go think about the word from the academic angle, it's a word that is strongly tied to artificial intelligence in the general global space. And as long as it continues like this, look, the United Nations, they have little or no power. And as such, the taxpayers' monies that they get to sponsor some of these things, and the big donors, right, amongst the international organizations, they call the shots because they have the checks. So it's a problem, it's a challenge we're facing at the moment. That is why I'm going to a conference tomorrow in Ghana. It's a diaspora conference for African CEOs, trying to see how we can break that jinx and be autonomous and do our own thing. I'm really impressed by what I just saw now. You know, what the doctor is trying to do with the, until we start to provide solutions like this, trust me, we won't make any progress. So that is the dilemma, that is the global issue that we're facing at the moment. And this is the actual global challenge, not the global warming like it's talking about.
This is an ongoing conversation. And the way I see it, it's also an opportunity. It is a challenge and an opportunity. We need to get into ethical discussions. And this is to also see this. That is another area in itself where young minds, all of us here, we can begin to interact with the area of AI ethics. It's also part of the non-technical areas of AI that we and the elite global AI are also trying to democratize. So that's what I want to add to.
Thank you. When Dr. Kamal came up the first time, he said something about being hungry. But there's a young man who's raising his hand to ask the question, so I'll just give him the microphone.
Couple of questions, but so they say one question. Now, thank you, Dr. Wapol, thank you, Dr. Kamal. AI in cybersecurity, because I'm getting into cybersecurity, so I want to ask about. Now, from the things I've seen in recent times, AI is getting increasingly involved in cybersecurity, both offensive and defensive work, basically. But what I want to ask is, what are the potential risks of investing too heavily on AI security? Just like, for instance, understand that cybersecurity, for instance, about just statistics says 80 to 90% of cyber attacks have because of humans, right? If we humans are also the ones actually bringing up the AI solutions, as it were. So if we focus so much on AI, AI security, what could be the risks that would actually come out of it? How do you know?
I don't fully get it.
Okay, let me try. Now, what are the potential risks in relying too heavily on AI for cybersecurity solutions? I don't know if you get that. So what are the risks if we rely too much on AI security?
Okay, so basically, if I get you right, you feel that there are risks.
Yes, I believe that there will be risks, especially, let's say for instance, there was a time where I was reading, and I think I was reading about Gemini, and then they were talking about Gemini being more intuitive as well. In that sense, we know that in what? Yes, session, right? In a way, I think we'll get to a point where AI will become even more intelligent than it is today, right? So if AI gets that intelligent, as it were, would there not be risks as to AI developing its own abilities of things, in doing things?
No. But to address this properly, I would say, are there no risks at the moment from the conventional ways of doing things? Yes. Conventional security measures. There are risks. So it's not an isolated issue, and it's not something that we can change. Right? The risk will always come. What we're going to do, what we're going to achieve by using the AI technology for cybersecurity, what we're going to achieve there is we would always, how do I put it? What will always be a step ahead of cybercrime perpetrators, because as fast as they run with their tools, we will always be catching up with them. So, but if you say because of this, you now want to bring in that bias and say, well, this might what you're going to do is you're going to be adding double trouble, rather than creating a solution that will always catch up with that trouble as it progresses, because it will always continue, to be honest with ourselves. Yeah.
If the good guys don't do AI, the bad guys will. And the bad guys are getting really smart. And so it's a call to action, really. We need more good guys telling the story about artificial intelligence. Because there's some conversations we have recently with security experts, so because we do systems for shares. But the fear is the bad guys are doing very well. There's this talk about China and America. I don't go into the political side of it because of the intricacies there. But the fact is, guys, we need to do more with AI, especially for the cybersecurity level. Because if we don't, and we leave that narrative to the bad guys, then we're going to triple.
Thank you very much. I think we us together. As we come to the end of this panel discussion, just want to know your closing thoughts. So everyone here, just speak to what exactly do you want them to take home from you? Something practical, something that they would always remember about what you said during the panel discussion at this conference. So please, you could share in just a minute.
All right. So just to wrap this up, I'm an entrepreneur, and that entrepreneurial spirit led me to stop seeking for jobs, and I said to myself, I want to be a creator of jobs. I stopped seeking for help, and I said to myself, I want to identify problems, and I want to provide solutions to those problems. You need to change your narrative. Forget the narrative of the world, forget the narrative of the country or the community that you belong into. Change your own narrative. Inspire someone. Do something that people would remember you for. These are the things that get the great people to where they are today. I'm privileged to be sitting beside one of the great people. And you guys, some of you might not value me now, but I heard so many things that they are saying today, and I'm like, we need to have extensive conversations. So what would be a takeaway for you guys today is, go home today, sit down, ponder over everything you've heard today, and let that inner spirit guide you. Ask yourself, what problems are within my community that I can provide a solution to? From the day you identify that, everybody will start running to that solution. And the minute they get the solution from you, it becomes your profession.
I'll put your hands together for that. It's amazing.
So come on, just words right from my mouth. Guys, politicians don't change countries. Entrepreneurship. The America we all want to go to today is because of entrepreneurs. Like Carnegie, Ford, all the big names you know, right? So guys, if we are going to change the narrative of Nigeria, we're going to change the narrative of Africa, Africans all over the world, it has to be us telling the story. Okay? So this is what I'm telling you, tell us. Okay? You have the power to tell your own story. You have the power to create the change you want to see. You have the power to become that change. One of the speakers, it was the commissioner that spoke about YouTube being the biggest
designers and designers. Please keep clapping for them. Social media. Also, knowledge learned should be used, alright? So you will make what you've learned practical. Let's take our seats, please. We'll be done with GP. So I'm going to invite our co-host.
Everybody, I trust you're learning a lot. I've learned so much. I think the take home from this seminary session is that AI will change the future. AI is not here to take your job, but it's here to improve your job. AI will not take your job. The young man who knows how to use AI well, I will take the job. So we should give our panelists another round of applause. Shortly we have our presentation. So our panelists will do a great job as well. We see. So while that is on, we are having a networking session downstairs. I'm aware that we still have questions to answer the panelists. Due to time factor, we are not entertaining them. I just confirm that our guests are ready available for a few minutes to take your questions, exchange contacts, and the rest. So let's go now into the presentation. May I please invite Dr. Kamal Koko? And as well invite the convener to present the award to him.
Dr. Kamal, thank you so much for the honor. Thank you so much. I would say thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. This is an award presented from the elite global technologies to you for participating at the conference on artificial intelligence CAIT 2024 in those states. Right?
CAIT 24, I'd like to invite all members, the staff of the company, to join us on stage. Members of the staff of our company, can you join us on stage? Round one, we need to see the faces of the company. And as well, we can invite Dr. Karakuku to join for the session. We are stressed to so much. So we want you to return your honor back to us. He has led the staff successfully to host this conference. I must say that this company is just 2 months old and I've done amazingly well. Hosted a conference, partnered with government institutions. Nowhere things like that happen in quite a very, very accurate short time. It's all due to his leadership as the CEO of the company.
Like they always say, one good turn deserves another. I was hoping I would get the opportunity to do this, but thank God I do. I'm I'm really shocked that this is just 2 months, like you said. This feels like something you've been doing for 20 years. And this just shows if you can achieve this in 2 months, who knows what you can achieve. I want to say congratulations to you once again, Doctor, and also congratulations on the recent doctorate. And I also, pray that you get more of that to show to everyone that yes, if you can do it, they can do it too. Congratulations.
The tallest man. On Artificial Intelligence Technology 2024 at Lagos State. It's my pleasure to inform you of our future events. We'll be having the International Conference on Artificial Intelligence in Lagos State. Details of that will come on our social media handles and our website. So we are moving here to the future. There's a young man who is very particular about the commissioner's number. He has told me again the phone number. So I would call out the card now. Oh, I can't find the card. But anyway, I have it on my phone. I need to see my card. And where is it? Oh wow, he has even called. Just called me. So we go, please, when you get contact like this, I ensure that we are very, very mature people. The contact should be for networking. You know where I'm going to for networking only. 080 35 77. Thank you so much. I'm not done with it. Okay, that's true. 25. How much we pay for that? 080 35. These people. I was streaming. Stand here. They should not come and add commissioners master. So say thank you, Mr. C. Thank you, Mr. CEO. So when you have the pictures, post online that you attended a conference. Update on LinkedIn, update on social media. Let people know that you have built your profile, you have stepped up in YouTube. So you also be getting the certificate downstairs. Now, what is a conference without pictures? We also need you to take good pictures with the certificate. So I would crave for your indulgence, your cooperation as we do this moving forward. Thank you so much and God bless you. So allow our guests to go down first, and we'll follow suit.